Hi, everybody. This is some old guy with MS. I thought today we'd start talking about investing. But first off, I just want to clear up some things. Last night, some dirty, rotten bastard posted in the comments to one of my streams a link to a porn site. A porn site. Imagine, what am I doing to deserve getting links to porn sites? So it took me a while to figure out how to do it, but I reported and deleted that comment, and I've since changed the comments so that I have to review everything before it gets posted. I mean, it's terrible. You just can't trust people at all, period. Just a little bit more on that. If you do post a comment, I do appreciate it, but do not post links to anything. They will be deleted automatically. Don't post anything rude, sexual, discriminating, and just use your common sense. But of course, lots of people out there that have no common sense. So basically, if I don't like it, it gets deleted. So be on your toes if you're going to post anything. I just can't believe someone would do that. So anyway, let's move on to investing. First off, this is not your typical investing channel. I'm not going to say, I've made blah, blah, blah. I've made, so much or whatever. This is an investing channel to discuss ideas from common individuals like me. So, for example, let me tell you a little bit of my investing history. It's nothing to brag about. I have been investing now for about 30 years. The previous 25 years, I've made lots of money. I've lost lots of money. There's been a lot of ups. There's been a lot of downs. If you average it all together, in 25 years, I probably made 2 to 3%. That's terrible. That's slightly above bank interest. So 5 years ago, I'd lost a bunch of money, and I thought, you know what? I could change my investing strategy. So these are a few of my basic thoughts. I still listen to other people. I still, on occasion, watch BNN News, Business Network, Business News Network channel. But I take all their recommendations and anyone else's recommendations with a grain of salt. It's interesting information, but that's about it. Currently on YouTube, I watch Kitco News, Midas Raw, and there's some young multimillionaire that talks way too fast. His name's Graham something. I watch him sometimes, but he talks too fast. I do watch Kevin O'Leary a bit, but not a real lot. These are all pretty much Canadian names because I am Canadian. My general way of looking at things now is to look at global trends and see what should be coming up. For example, with this COVID-19, it's affected everyone. So what should happen in the future? Well, eventually, they're going to come out with a virus. A companies that make the virus, the antivirus, they're coming out with an antivirus. And the companies that make that, they should do quite well. Because thinking about it, every single person on Earth will need a vaccine. Even if they charge $1 a piece, that's several $billion. So companies like Johnson & Johnson, GlaxoSmithKline, they should do pretty good in the future, just based on world events. I don't do other sort of traditional sort of investing things. Like if you have an advisor, at the end of the year, he'll look through your portfolio and say, yeah, you got to rebalance this. You need to rebalance that. And basically, what they're telling you is, this stock has done really well. So you need to sell some, right? Now, selling stock and sort of securing your investment, it's not a bad idea. But rebalancing for the sake of rebalancing, I think it's a stupid idea. And the reason is this. Look at the richest people in the world. Bill Gates, he basically made his fortune on one stock, Microsoft. Jeff Bezos, I think he's the richest man in the world, basically owns one stock. Amazon. Mark Zuckerberg, very, very rich, basically owns one stock, Facebook. The Google, the two guys that started Google basically own one stock. So rebalancing, for the sake of rebalancing, maybe there's some merit in it, but I just don't see it. I mean, look at it this way. Just pretend your stocks are employees. Would you give your absolute best salesperson, would you cut their hours and give those hours to, other salespeople that weren't doing so good, or hiring new people? Or would you give your best sales agent more room, more hours, more opportunity to make more money? I think that's what you would do. Now, the risk is, if it was an agent, an employee, they might quit, go work someone else. You might have a stock that's doing super fantastic, and it might go down, and you might start, not making as much money. But with stocks, there are stocks that do go up, go crashing down all of a sudden, but usually they go down at a regular slow pace. If you're watching them, you can see them going down, and you can figure, yeah, it's time to sell. The other thing that I think is really important is you have to protect your principal. Now, say you have a stock that's worth $100 and it goes down for 10%. So now it's worth $90, right? 5% is not quite enough, but 10%, if it goes down 10%, you should really start thinking, seriously considering selling it. If it goes down 15%, yeah, you should definitely sell it. If it goes down 20%, it's screaming at you, sell me, sell me, sell me. And you should sell it. Because say you do have a stock that it drops 20%. So it's now worth $80. If it goes up 20%, what's it worth? Well, you might think 100, but that's not true. 20% of $80 is 16. So it's worth $96 if it goes up 20%. Say it goes down 50%. So now it's worth $50. What has it got to go up to get back to where it started? It's got to go up 100%. What if it drops 90%? Your $100 stock is now worth $10. What's it got to go up to get back to where it was? 1,000%. So if you own a stock and it starts to drop and it goes down more than 10%, sell it. Now, aside from that, I really would not be inclined to sell a stock at all, period. So basically, don't sell unless it drops 20%. And that's not 20%, nor 10%. That's not 10% from the price you bought it at. That's 10% from its highest price. It's not easy to track that, but it's well worth the effort. Now, I must admit, it's hard doing that, but boy, have I made lots of mistakes by not doing it. So anyway, I'd said in the last 5 years, I've changed my strategy. Has it been worth it? Yes. I've seen roughly, I don't remember correct. I've seen like a 10% increase one year, 15% another, 18 and 19% another. And then in the fifth year, about 25%. Now, in the last 2 years, well, the year before this, I was down 6%. And this year, well, I got scared and I sold everything in, I think it was September, because I think a crash is coming. So this year I probably not made very much, maybe, between 3 and 5%. But yeah, I think that there's a crash coming. The reason I say that is in December of last year, the S&P 500 was up 30%. In March, we had a crash. We came back about September, I guess, late August, early September. And we've actually been going higher ever since. If Trump gets in, we may just well be in a bubble and things will burst and we'll have a crash. I think if Biden gets in, we will definitely have a crash. So no matter who gets in, be very, very careful, at least till the end of this year. If there is a crash, wait for a day afterwards and then buy like crazy. That's what I intend to do. Now, what to buy? Well, again, think of it this way. Why is Amazon so profitable? Right. Yeah, just one sec. Yeah, okay, thanks. So, why is Amazon so profitable? Because of this COVID-19, it's easier to get things online. I might have this wrong, but apparently, a year or so ago, Jeff Bezos got divorced. He didn't, I don't think his wife got half, but she got a fair portion of what he had. He's already made that money back. He's made more. He's worth more than he was then. So, would I buy Amazon? Absolutely. What else has done really well? Apple. Would I buy Apple? Absolutely. All these companies that are doing really, really well are probably going to continue doing very well. Do they cost a lot of money to buy? Well, that's not so easy to answer. Their share price is high. Absolutely. But if you buy a share of Amazon let's do Apple. I think Apple's around 100, 120. If you buy a share of Apple or you buy 10 shares of some shitty unknown stock for like $1 or $10, which is the better deal? Which is worth more? Well, in my opinion, the Apple's worth more because it most likely is going to go up. Anyway, that's my way of thinking. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say this before. If you like this video, please select the thumbs up button. And if you want to talk more about investing, please subscribe. Thanks. End transmission. No, actually, it's end communication. Okay, this is not for you. Start listening. Mouse grid. 8, 8, 1, click. Mouse grid. 5, 9, 6, click. Bye-bye.